We stormed into the nurse's office, and what greeted us was a world of dripping crimson. Holy shit, he's dead! Everything was covered in red, and in the center of all this red was Hefumi? Oh man, what the frick? Who the frick killed him?
What the?
It looks like something very bad has happened. If it's a robot, then my guess is Taka was the one who killed him, or maybe Hiro. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hefumi would be murdered.
No way!
Murdered? You're not serious, are you? He's not really dead, is he? Oh man, he's murdered.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class...
When 3 or more people discover a body after a murder, that's what took place. And since we just heard it, that means... It means Hefumi. Someone killed him. One of us. One of us? And look at that! When Celeste said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that also been on the floor after the last 2 surprise attacks. Man, this is getting complicated. So Hefumi was abducted by that robot. Celeste was the one who found him being dragged, and she was attacked. And why is Hefumi was the sole target? Another hammer. Justice hammer number 3. And it's even bigger than the other 2. Just as I suspected. One strike from that and you are finished. Then the killer. There can be no doubt a suspicious individual. Going by what Hefumi called him, the culprit must be Robo Justice. Maybe I have this theory. Maybe Celeste is the culprit. Because there was no witness. She could have made that up that she was being attacked. Whoever's hiding can say Taka. In my mind, it may be Taka, Hiro, and Celeste. Whoever's hiding that costume is the one that killed Hefumi. But wait, you saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall. Yeah, also it was Celeste who said that the culprit was on the 3rd floor. Maybe she lied. So how did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying they like teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. You're right.
So then...
Then, shall we go? Hina, snap out of it. Huh? Are you okay, Hina? Sorry, I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kinda... This is the problem. We just can't leave Hina here alone. Okay then, we'll go get everyone. You stay here with Hina. Very well, I leave it to you then. Ah, so this will be a perfect time for her to dispose any evidence also. Oh man. Okay, I'll be back soon. I'm just guessing, folks. I don't know. I tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I'd just been through. Everyone else is here already on the 3rd floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Yeah. It's kinda wondering. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared. He ran off going further down the hallway, way into the back of the hallway. So that would be here, right? The physics lab. Maybe. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here, but still, I feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence. Is it coming from over there in the back? I leapt through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. Holy shit! There in a pool of his own blood was Taka, dead. Oh my god, man! Who the frick killed them both? Hefumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to two nightmares, one right after the other. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The shit, man! The true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day, but still. Why is this happening? There's freaking hammer number 4. Another hammer. Now it's just not just this hammer number 4. And it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? Obviously she is unconscious because of the blood. Toko. Don't tell me Toko too? Don't be ridiculous, relax. She just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right, when Toko is Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like he said, I should just leave her alone for now.
However...
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hefumi was hit by 2. But this time it was just this Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? Oh yeah.
What?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hefumi's dead too.
What? Hey!
Hefumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out. Of course, come on! Man, this is way escalating so very fast. So Sakura, Byakuya and I rush out to the physics lab. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab, oh my god, don't tell me Hero's dead also.
Oh.
Ah, Celeste, are you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard Hefumi is dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hefumi's body has disappeared. What? What are you talking about? It's disappeared. Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here? Everyone, back to the nurse's office. Don't tell me after we leave, Taka's body is gonna disappear too. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. Holy shit, he's gone! I couldn't believe my eyes. Hefumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. And then, when we got back,
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
What
I don't
did you
believe
say?
this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First, there were 2 murders and now one of the bodies have been taken. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in an equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be, it can't be.
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die, all of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
We left her at the scene of the crime. We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up.
huh?
So she is still unconscious. Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd better be off without her. You bastard. Calm down, you forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back. I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die. Byakuya, if something's happening to Toko, I'll never forgive you. Come. We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there... see? I told you Taka's body would disappear. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What are you saying? Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Though I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies?
Well,
When Havumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
it is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? Ooh, that's not at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyways, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
That can be bypassed if there are 2 people working together. Because they can kill like 2 each, so that's 4 people in total. As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule, I'd mince ya without a second thought. Mince ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste. By the way, did you know that the fish paste can also be referred to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs? Indeed.
Let's see.
So since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant when I said we'd better off without her though.
In other words.
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey Makoto, what's the matter? Oh no, it's not nothing. Whatever, we need to find those bodies or our little narrative here can move forward.
So then.
Very well, then let us split up and begin searching.
But
But There is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
'Cause,
I know that. I think I do, but if you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Oh man, shit. Now this is getting freaking nice and at the same time freaking confusing now. Let's go to the art room first. Maybe we can find anything here. Oh, there's the 2 girls. Where could the two bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies we have that have disappeared. What happens after that? We shall never know. Huh? Whoa, it's locked. The door must be locked. Whoa. That's unusual. Okay, you're not gonna tell me that. Okay, why was that locked? Oh man. The rec room will... Okay, there's the hammer, which is still there. Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with this thing? Man, I don't believe Celeste. This is getting confusing now. Okay, nothing. Oh, Makoto.
Come on.
Why you're just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh, you mean?
Indeed.
I found them. Hefumi and Tak's body had been both hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura will go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Wait. Forgive me folks, I'm not an... What do you call this? I'm not very good in English. And my vocabulary is pretty low, but... Where the frick is that? Is it on the... here? Repository? Here. Are the bodies here somewhere? It's an art room, right? I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Up ahead. Okay, so it was locked a while ago. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw the 2 bodies. The 2 bodies that had disappeared were right here. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time.
And so, here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might have happened. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right. Just hand it over already. Now make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Well then, now that we have found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on, how can he be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful, this is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hefumi's lifeless body. Who would do this? Why?
Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hefumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hefumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Holy shit, he's still alive! This wasn't...
He's alive again?
He's alive again!
Where am I? Cold. So cold.
Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you.
What? Before I'd met you all?
I met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light, it's reaching out to me like the tail of a cock.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember. They're
Yasuhiro. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. Holy shit, man, no matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed into his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set it again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. No calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hefumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can never ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death, the trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. But you know, Danganronpa, it's never gonna be easy solving a crime. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Investigate. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hefumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death was blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
It's pretty strange. You get way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened in the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe?
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question. Now what question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of
I'd like
which.
to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become black?
So you ask, and so each murder is allowed to
To have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing.
will get.
So
Okay,
in other words, two people can work together.
but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
so then.
Are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. To obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So, in other words,
Then we can only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
scream!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. Ah, so there can be a mastermind in the murder, like someone who orders it. The true blackened, just one person?
Well now,
That's enough for explanifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. Frick man, it's getting complicated. There can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. For the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone as a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend genocide Jack.
what?
I'm offended. Oh, she's awake. Yeah. You, when did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl? Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know? She's right about that. When we heard Hafumi's scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hafumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone with everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
it's all clear
Then
now.
that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be that straightforward as it seems. Okay. There are hammers, all different sizes, hanging on the wall, although some of them are like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammer have been designed using this as a model? Either way, all the hammers have been obviously seen a lot of use. They all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Taka, he'll never move again, according to the Monok file. Blow to the head. Number 4. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Ah, that's gonna be a clue. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp. Then how about Hefumi? Hefumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, to the repository. All the way from the first floor to the 3rd floor. And all without anyone noticing it. Yeah. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can't think about it later. For now, I have to finish with investigating Hefumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hefumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from the Justice number 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait, something's off about this body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hefumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it. his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. And now it's spotless clean. Oh man. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Okay, man is freaking nice already. I just freaking love Danganronpa.